Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back, and I decided to do I'm gonna do Vlogmas. So I'm gonna do as usual. I'm not sure I'm gonna do a video every day in December. I didn't do one yesterday, but I'm gonna do a lot of them because it's kind of fun. So for today's video, I was kind of thinking like what I'm gonna do today, and then I saw someone talking about middle grade Monday, and I thought, you know what? Mondays are gonna be middle grade Mondays. So today I'm gonna talk about a book that I read. I actually finished just last week, and I have thoughts. Not all good. I didn't hate it, but I have thoughts. What book are you curious about? Is it? It is The Age of Enchantment by Anna James, the first book in the Chronicles of Weder Why. So, first things first. The cover looks amazing, beautiful. It's just beautiful. I mean, yeah, I had it a hardcover, but I just kind of usually I don't like hardcovers. But then this time I thought, you know what? It's a beautiful cover. I'm just gonna pre-order it and hardcover, paperback, whatever. I'm gonna get it. I do. Yeah, there's also beautiful inside art. I don't quite remember if So here is the spine, but it's still very beautiful here on the inside. I'm not quite sure how the paperback compares, but yeah. Anywho, the cover of this book very very beautiful. The story of the story of it is two twins, and they turn 13 like in the beginning of the book. And when people turn 13 in this universe, they're tested for magic and then kind of giving their magical future in a way. It's kind of a thing ish to do. And then turns out one of them is very magical, one of them is less magical. So I'm just gonna double check it here because I want to be right. Yeah, so Juniper, the girl, she's very magical, very powerful. She goes to a magic school, boarding school, and her brother Rafferty, he kind of is less powerful, but it's still he has his power as well. Like in this world, also, most people have some kind of power, magical power, and some people have more, but everyone has some affinity to it. Um, and then from like they get tested, it's divided, so you see a chapter from Juniper's point of view and a chapter from Rafferty's point of view. Well, not always, but like it's mixed between those two. Sometimes it's a chapter, every other chapter. Sometimes it's not, but yeah. So Juniper, in the beginning, you see her travel from where she's her childhood is to where the school is, and then you have her school every day. And then Rafferty, he ends up deciding to also wanting to move, even though he doesn't go to school. So he ends up getting an apprenticeship in the capital, and then so he has also some things happening to him there. So yeah, that's kind of the basis of it. This book, okay, I'm going to start again with some positives. I very much enjoyed the universe and the setting of this book. It's very elaborated and it's very nice. Like you kind of very much want to travel and visit this place. It's a nice place. You could very much visualize it. The characters are good, and also the writing. Well, it's Anna James, so you know the writing is going to be good. But it's funny, it's intense, it's everything. I also quite like also another good thing. I also quite like that at one point, well, a few chapters into it, and also also as a beginning, you have this granddad who's telling a story to his kids, and then turns out the story he's telling is their story, and then sometimes the story of Juniper and Rafferty is kind of put aside, and then the granddad says, "Oh, so how are you liking it so far? It's a good book so far, isn't it? And what do you think about it?" And kind of that kind of digressing, talking about the book thingy. And that was a fun narration choice. I quite like that. So yeah, that's the kind of things that I like about the book. I think what I very much didn't enjoy, I felt like 80% of this book kind of felt like a prologue in a way, sadly, because things were happening, but it was like you were introduced to a lot of stuff in this world. But there wasn't really that much conflict. There wasn't that much villain aspect to it. It wasn't like in one chapter one of them got kidnapped or one of them was hurt or whatever. That didn't really happen. It was just a lot of getting to know the world. And I mean, of course, it's the first book in the series, so some setup has to happen, yeah. But I feel like this was a lot of setup, and then at the last few chapters, boom, 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 these persons, they're gonna do this bad thing. But it was like, yeah, but there was no build up to it, so it was just kind of felt very. It felt rushed, sadly. It felt quite rushed. And this is quite sad because I love Anna James' writing. I love her other series is a Tilly Pages series, which is all about walking into books from it's from our world. It's a portal fantasy. You walk into books and like kind of ink art style. This is very much set in its own, very much own world. And yeah, sadly, it had potential, but I was quite disappointed in it. Now, again, this is the first in the series. I don't know, right now, I don't really know how long the series is supposed to be. I haven't really seen an interviews where she talks about how long this, because often when a new book is out, they talk about like, check out new book in a trilogy, this new first book in a trilogy. I haven't really seen those kinds of interviews and promotion thingies. So yeah, I know it's a first in a series, but I don't know like if this is the first in a duology. If that were to be as like, why shouldn't you have gotten much further into this world if it's just a duology? If it's a six-book series, I could understand having the first book being so slow, though still it's not fun, but I could understand it because you have much more time. But yeah, I don't know how long this series is supposed to be. Also a question: will I continue with this series? Honestly, maybe. But I do think that maybe the next book I'm gonna get from the library, or I might get it used, like on sale someplace. And then if the next book is like much better than this book, if the next book takes things to a whole other level and just makes me happy again, then yeah, I'll continue. But if the next book is not that good either, or is just a lot of build up with not all that much happening, yeah, then I'm gonna give up on this series. So yeah, sadly, I mean, beautiful cover, cool idea, but no, it all just let me down, sadly. So yeah, so yeah, that's kind of book talking about a book that I sadly didn't love. Um, Maybe you're asking like, what did I end up giving it? I think I ended up giving it three stars because the things that I did enjoy in this book, I very much enjoyed, but it just had so much potential. So I'm kind of stuck with a bad taste in my mouth after this book. I kind of am. So yeah, if you read this, give me your thoughts and maybe talk to me about other middleweight books you read this year that you felt let you down. Just starting the year. Starting the month on a bad note here. Oh, I suppose you could also just mention a middle grade that you read and you enjoyed. Just you do what you want. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.